what I do. Lace up my shoes, chase W's, great colored coupes. Oh no, I can't be number 2. MVP the league, most valuable. They sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I done grabbed a few. Can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze. Freeze. Stop you in your tracks. There's not no preseason. We seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit. Your team shouldn't even show up. What you wanna be when you grow up? They used to ask me. Naturally, I chose an athlete. Competition never matched me. We ain't go together like camouflage and polka dots. Focus on your position, just know your spot. Sure, don't stop. It's a long season. They planning on winning for the wrong reasons. Trying to get my number retired. Can't let these frauds beat us. I figured out the recipe. Never let opponents get the best of me. I'm focused on my legacy.
Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard on the job, you can see that. On my hit is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah. The beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
And we find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium. Teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Baltimore Ravens and the Minnesota Vikings. Two of the bigger disappointments in the first quarter of the season doing battle here as we get this one underway. This will be taken very short.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
53's the mark. 53. Check 53. I know he ain't got it. Go,
Now they'll run on the draw. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
53's mine. Check 53's mine. Not today, you are. Not today. 53's the mic. 53's the mic. You must be dreaming.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs.
Let's go, let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. 56. SOS. Mike, 53. 53. Mike. Record.
Jackson on first down. Got a man. It's Brown. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 25 yards that time. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
Defense wins championships, baby. Let's go, let's go. And we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Jackson from the shotgun. That's complete right around the 8. It'll be a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. He's a reigning AFC Offensive Player of the Week, and defensively they have to find an answer for him.
And that's what you would do if you were calling plays, right?
Absolutely.
You'd make sure that he gets targeted. But the thing about it is the route running. That's what makes him so dangerous, is because no matter what is presented defensively, he runs his route with such skill that he's able to go up and get the football first in each and every situation.
53 is Mike. Watch the run. 53 is the Mike. 53 is the Mike. Stay with your man. No. Play.
On 3rd down, Jackson. He's got it. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Check 53. They're going to need some therapy after this. Slam.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Next to score, Ravens 7, Vikings nothing. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Ready. 50, plant. Ready? Tight end left. Even. 4 down. Even.
On 1st and 10, Jones. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
2nd down 6 at the 31-yard line.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Coming this way. Here we go. 56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. I got you. 56
Throwing Jones. Allen's got it complete. Touchdown, Vikings. Keenan Allen, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, That meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Let's go!
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now Jackson on 1st down. Flush to his right. Now he'll pull it down, and he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Whip. Watch the whip. Shit. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Whoa. Mike 55. Check right. Check 3.
First carry now for Gus Edwards. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
What you got, Heavy? Give me some.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. This will be caught by Brown. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. These two teams all tied after 1. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Mike 55. Check tight. Hey, watch it. Anyway.
Here's Jackson to throw again. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Anthony Barr got a real education at UCLA in playing not just his normal position of stand-up outside linebacker, but down defensive end. So he had to incorporate a variety of moves, take on bigger people. So he learned.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Marquise Brown, his 6th touchdown of the season, and the Ravens have taken the lead.
As a former defender, I would be angry as well. Could not get off the field. Well-executed offensive drive. No matter what the defense tried, they couldn't stop them.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Now a first down run is sniffed out from the start as they'll drop him for a loss of 4. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
Topper!
Throwing on second and 14. Jones, and he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Give him 18 there and give the Vikings a first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
After the pickup of 5, here's second and 5. They run. Cook. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on third.
Yes.
56. Check 56.
Ready?
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And an alley to run. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It was third and short, and they go flying past the marker for a gain of nearly 30 yards.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a first and 10 at the 27. On first down, here's Breida. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Off the play fake. Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Here's Jones to throw on third down. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Here's Jackson to throw. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a second and 5. Now a handoff here to his running back. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
53 is the mic. Bring it. Bring it. Go. 53 is the mic. 53. Check 53.
That's what I do.
Let's go. Let's go. Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Watch the backer. Watch the backer. Mike, 53. 53. Mike. Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this. We got this. Watch twist. Watch twist. Watch twist. Twist. Let's go. Grab on.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson has got his man. It's Andrews. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game.
Hey, let's get in that hole. 53 is the mic. 53. Check 53. I got you, son. I got you, son. Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Right there.
Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Watch the eye.
Now Jackson. This will be caught inside the 10. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join, who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes.
Shift. Watch the shift. Shift.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Showed off the footwork, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
53. Check 53. I'm coming after you. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Know your job.
They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson. Got a man. It's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year, as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready up.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you.
That's caught inside the 20. It's a big one there for the Vikings. 61 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Bravo.
Jones on 1st and 10. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Darius Slayton, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now 21-17. The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
It's caught inside the 25. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Ravens are able to show off their quick strike ability. Tucker with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
From the 31, Jones. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters.
Intercepted by the Ravens. They'll take over first and 10 at the 18-yard line.
If there was one area that the coach emphasized in our pregame meeting, it was red zone offense.
In a sense I got from it, and I think you did as well, they weren't real happy with how they were executing previously, so they put a lot of time and effort into it because getting points is paramount. Doesn't matter what you do otherwise, don't leave the red zone without putting points on the board.
So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. Tucker's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
Let's go. The Vikings take over first and 10.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
Down.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is. Right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it now. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Jones now operating from the gun. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. Eric Kendricks in on the tackle.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Watch safety creep. Watch creep. Safety's creeping. Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54 Mike. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see me.
On 2nd and 7, Jackson. And he's got his man on the out route. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down.
That's the way. Hey, watch that. Right 54. I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over.
From the gun, Jackson. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. 1st down. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 41. Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this 1st down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved.
Check 31. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Kill. Check 15, check 15.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. Get that quarterback. Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Here we go.
Jackson on 3rd down. He's going to rifle one deep. This is caught inside the 15. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. So now, following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch QB drop. H3. Back. Check.
And to give this time to the tailback. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Hollywood, Marquise Brown there to make the grab as the Ravens push further out in front. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Let's go, baby.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Now Jones. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
Well, man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. On the ground, it's Cook. And an alley to run. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Here we go. 90 Wolf.
Set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
They run with Breida. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside.
Ready? 60 Pittsburgh.
Here we go, D. Here I come.
Now. Let's go.
On 2nd down, it's Cook. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Now 3rd down and 6.
Hey, zoom.
On 3rd down, Jones. Complete. Smith has it. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. Running for it, here's Cook. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. So give him the 1st down, 1st and goal after a pickup of 4, and the decision to go for it pays off. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Let's go, defense.
They'll run with Cook. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Now Cook. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Fellas, all day. Woo! Let's get it.
They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. They got to have 6 here. It's 3rd and goal. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. They gotta have 6 here. It's 3rd and goal.
Switch. Check 50.
Hey. Let's shoot.
They'll run for it with Cook. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will be cut down to 14.
Ravens 38, Vikings 24.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Their catch made at the 25-yard line. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
53 is the mic. Hey, I'm coming after you.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 23-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Hey. Under 10. 10.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
To throw on 3rd down, Jackson. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Well, that'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is...
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off with great anticipation. He was trying to get that one to Allen that time. Well, both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch, counter punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And he'll give it here to his running back. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation.
And it's 3rd down.
The Ravens on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. And they give this time to the tailback. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up the 4th down.
Now, that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down. But don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
At their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what...
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jalen Ferguson. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Another try after the first down sack. Jones. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? And let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense, it's going to be a real tough one for them. Offense, they'll get a little bit of praise.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And they finally take him down, but not before he reaches the 43. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now Jones throwing on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here.
Exactly what they were looking for. They've been giving up yardage. They've been letting them drive right downfield, but they got a sack right there. How about that for a little bit of revenge?
Now a man open down the middle of the field, and he's taken down inside the 30. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining.
7.
56 to Mike. 56 is Mike. Let's go, D. 56. Mike, 56. Right there.
On 1st down, Jones. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Here we go, here we go. 60 Pittsburgh. Blue draw Corker.
Switch.
They'll try to run with Breida. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Matt Breida, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit. They go for just 1 here as it's up and good. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
Motion.
They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Second and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with just 70 seconds left to go in the game. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Go, 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 go. Kill.
Now they'll run it on the toss. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the fourth quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
Down to a knee goes Jackson, and that should seal it. And that knee will do it. So they snap the losing streak. Always a good feeling.
Yeah, I don't know if this one right here when they're taking a knee is as much exultation as exhalation, right? They just breathe a sigh of relief. Finally got a win, needed one desperately.
Here we go. Go to base. Black spot 4. I'm coming, baby. I'm coming, baby. Woo!
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Baltimore, they move a step closer to 500 as their record improves to 2-3. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Lambeau to take on the Packers. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.